and welcome to my update on the E46 320ci. Now I am looking at stepping away from trying to review cars and focusing more on what I know, which is moaning about them and pointing out features that I find quite interesting. I'm very much at the beginning of what I'm trying to achieve here on YouTube, and I do have something pretty special lined up for next month, which I do hope that you will stick around and experience with me. So here are a few things that I've noticed about the car over the last few weeks. So I found out that the wheels are just M3 replicas, so they're 18 inch. What I've done is fitted new centre caps, and also I fitted these stickers, but they haven't stuck very well, so I've lost them on two of the wheels. I will also add that I did a pretty terrible job of polishing the car. I think that might be down to the state of the paintwork already, or at least that's what I'm going to say. I do enjoy polishing cars, but unfortunately I wasn't well equipped enough to deal with this one. Now these screws in the rear bumper, there's one on either side, I did laugh at these initially. However, I've since seen another E46 driving around with the bumper sort of hanging off here. So I've no idea whether there's some sort of brackets behind that are just terrible, but the fact that I've seen one already with seemingly the same issue might indicate that there is a common fault. One thing that I am definitely grateful for on this beautiful day in a black car is that the aircon did take gas. It will turn out in the service video when that comes out that the car has done 6,000 miles in the last 7 years and therefore hasn't received a service and doesn't appear to have been that greatly looked after. But thankfully the aircon did take a regas, and obviously all the service items will be replaced by myself. Since getting this car, I have become more and more aware of how pleasantly quiet petrol engines are. This has really given me some issues with the diesel 1 series that I've got. Like, they're just unreal, the noise that they make. I find that when I'm driving this, quite often, if I have even just a little bit of music playing in the background, I can't actually hear if the car's running, and I have actually stalled it a few times. But it has been a really pleasant experience, enjoying how quiet and smooth these engines are, and hopefully I will get some more in the future. So these are the sort of features that I like to see on cars. So we've got the vanity mirror, which if you open it, the light doesn't switch on, but if you open it and then pull the visor forward, the light comes on. So if you leave the mirror open, it will switch off and on for you. That might seem stupid to a lot of people, but these are the sort of things I like. I find that when driving, these buttons on the steering wheel are a bit of a reach with your thumb. On the later BMWs, they seem to be a lot closer to the edge of the wheel, a lot easier to get to with one hand. I'm finding myself actually having to use my other hand to operate these buttons. I don't know whether that's me with smaller hands, but it's another thing. I haven't had much joy with the stereo because the CD changer doesn't work and the sound quality is pretty terrible, which is probably expected on an 18-year-old car. In a bid to try and sort out the way that the gearbox feels, so I feel like it's quite funny going into fifth when driving. So what I did was change the gearbox oil and the diff oil, but it hasn't really made any difference. So I'm not sure whether gearboxes feel like this after 100,000 miles, but I drive my 300k Volvo and it feels a lot tighter in the gearbox. So one thing I did mention when I'd got the car was I really do like these windows that push out of the rear. Still very keen. Obviously this means that they can be left open when the car's unattended, and not really a whole lot you can get in there. The handbrake is absolutely useless, which apparently is common on the E46s, but I'm quite used to it because they're rubbish on Volvos too. I do struggle to get used to BMW's seat adjustment though. I don't understand why they can't have some sort of pump action instead of these ones where you need to be sat in the seat in order to adjust them. I mean, you imagine that you're driving down the road and you're not familiar with the car, and you just try to adjust the seat just a little bit, and you know, perhaps you don't weigh enough to push the seat back down. It could be dangerous when you were driving. So I have still got the rest of the service to complete. I've done the spark plugs, and I've got a couple of coolant temperature sensors to replace. So the rear seats can be folded flat by pulling on these. Which gives you a decent amount of room. So you do get 3 seats in the back on the coupe here, but on the convertible you seem to lose the centre seat. You don't get a lot of storage, and there are no cup holders whatsoever on the car. You've just got these small cubbies. The door pockets are pretty small as well, and the glove box has just enough room for the service book. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe to keep up to date with what I do next, and I hope to see you in the next one.